Alright. We are getting set. Let me just do that. Do that. And should be good there. Hello. It's Thursday. Let me just put our dog up in here since it is Minecraft. And let's get this window size proper. Okay, that's pretty good. Now you just need to lower it. Almost. Hey, there we go. The dog is here. Alright. Okay, we got the game window properly set up. We got Pop Dog going up and going. We just need some sweet tunes. And then we will be good to start. Let's make sure that the volume on this isn't incredibly super loud. Just a little lower. There we go. Alright, there we go. We're all set up. I've learned a couple of things in between last stream and this stream. Apparently, when I was going on my little adventure trying to find Silk Touch, I didn't need to do that. Because you could just get Silk Touch from, like, an enchanting table if you're lucky. So that's fun. Which means I might go on the hunt to make some books. And see if we, maybe, just maybe, can get ourselves a Silk Touch so that I can head out and try and find some ice. But first of all, I need to find if we have letterline. We do. Then we need paper. Which I know we have a plant chest. Could use a bit more sugarcane than that. I don't know how much this will get us. There will be enough to plant if we need to later. I do need to go back to the original base. Because we have the enchantment table actually set up over there. Because I don't know how that stuff works. So I just rely on my my FR pals who actually understand how the enchantment things work to do it. I love how you can create the books and just have the paper be in any spot. So you can make, like, whatever the fuck. How would this make a book? It wouldn't. I think you can also do it like that. Yep. Or like this. That makes a book. It is quite amusing. And also highly cursed. There we go. Our weird triangular book. Alright. We have 15 of these fuckers. That's pretty good. Just need to go back to main base and see if we can maybe get a little lucky on the chance on them rolls. So how's people doing on this fine Thursday? Let me lower the volume slightly because the minecart is loud. I'm doing pretty good myself today. finally figured out where I could see my test results. Because it turns out that the paper they give out to me, it's like, oh yeah, you get your thing. You get your result via us messaging you from your phone. Which was apparently a lie. I had to go to their freaking webpage and see it. And finally look up an hour ago. So, this is pretty early then. I mean, I do know it's pretty early in some American time zones. Like my best friend is currently going to work. Okay, this is bad. There we go. Bam! I did finally actually see the result of the test that I took. It's negative, which is good. Right. Let's head on back to the first base. It's 5 AM Pacific time. Sheesh. That is pretty early. I remember when I used to get up that early. That was a few years ago now. I didn't even need to get up that early. I just did. Yeah, test for the thing. I had to get tested because some things happened when I was at the farm over the holidays. But I'm just not good at not getting it, I guess. Honestly glad though, because no thanks. It's not something you would want. But I'm lucky, I suppose. So it's really scary where I live. Literally next door neighbors are affected. Oosh. That's not fun. That is not fun at all. It's been really going around places recently. It's pretty nuts. I consider myself lucky living just like in the middle of nowhere. So that if something happens, then I'll at least not be near anyone. But you know. Alright, we're almost over at base. So we can see if we can maybe roll the good stuff and get Silk Touch so that I can try and find ice flows. Which is one of my favorite biome types. Because I think they're neat. And they're also incredibly useful for getting ice without ruining like the look of a mountain. Which I do not want to do. And we might also get to see polar bears. Which I'm surprised that they added, like, they added polar bears with absolutely no fanfare. Then they proceeded to add, like, panda bears, but they didn't proceed to add any more of the bears. I don't know, maybe one day we'll get more bears. Alright. Here we are. I'm not gonna sleep in this bed because then I wouldn't be able to fast travel back to the mountain base very easily. Alright, let's see what we can get here. I need Napis. I'm pretty sure we have some over in the old chest. We do. Alright. Wait, let's see. Can we get Silk Touch? Have you ever done the Q&A? I have not. And this is bad. This is very bad. Stop. Why? Okay, very good. Excellent. Creepers, am I right? All those cows. Stop. Stop. Go back in there. No, go back in. Well, it's a little bit of a mess. Just a little bit. Please. Okay. We still have some cows in there. Yes, I see you, Mr. Spider. Alright. Do I really want to clean this up? I probably should. Oh. Let me do a thing real quick. This server, did a little thing, which is known as restart, because that was what happened last time, and I had to wait an additional minutes, and I forgot that apparently it's set on the exact same time as last time, which is always fun. So I gotta wait just a little bit. Which one is the game capture for? There it is. Hold on. Let's see. Can I connect now, or is it gonna take a little bit more time? Okay, let me... Before anything wacky happens, let's go back into the house. And I can fix some things real quick. There. Goodness. That was very, very silly. Alright, there we go. Okay. Hopefully it saved that I fixed the thing. Yeah, I did. Good. Let's fix this mess. Yeah, the server decided to do its little restart. Luckily it saved that I sort of fixed the situation. Not very well though, but I mean... Who goes around expecting that a creeper sneaks up behind you, completely silent, and then destroys your cow pen? Did I get to pick up the stairs? Thank you very much. Should probably place these back in some semblance of fashion. I wonder, do we have any spare stairs? Just laying around. Oh? It would have been better if we went back before the creeper attack. That would have been honestly ideal, but I guess it just happened to save that. Because of course it did. It was just so kind. That we'll have to do. Cow, please get out of the way. Thanks. Oh. Stairs. There. Gosh. Okay, so there's still a giant ass hole, just a hole here, but at the very least, the stairs are fixed. Which is the main concern. So we have things to fill it out with. Not what I expected was gonna happen when I was just gonna go enchant some books. But you can't always expect everything. Alright. Let's put back these flowers and vulgar. Only now you realize this is the most famous video game in your country. It is! Or, it's the most famous video game from this country. From this country of Sweden. Pretty nuts that. So I do remember finding it very neat that this was apparently, like, a game made in Sweden. I was like, holy shit. That's amazing. Now I need to check. What is... Silk Touch? Ah, I hear a zombie. Is there any zombies around? Oh. I just want to see what the Silk Touch, what level it is. So that I don't accidentally do the wrong one and then proceed to not get it at all. Let's check this. This does not really tell me. Next level's blah blah blah. It's not. Let's see. Where is Silk Touch? It's done it under S. I'm guessing all of these enchantments can be put on books, even if it's not listed as such. Silk Touch can be on... Also doesn't list any books. I'm guessing books can just be anything. One. Okay, so reading sure made a lot of sense. I think the most known for the radio game in my country's Kerbal Space Program. I mean, that's a pretty fun game from when I've seen people play it. Should probably use student 1, right? That would make more sense. Bah! You bastard, you. I'm just trying to figure this stuff out and the skeleton just shoots me. Okay. I'll be honest, my best friend is probably going to tell me later that this is not correct. Can always just get more levels. It's deficiency 1. Starting to run out of space here. This is fine. Aqua Affinity, Bitter Falling. Bitter Falling, Piercing. Yay, Bane of Orthopods, everybody's favorite enchantment. Genuinely don't know anybody who actually likes that one. Let me put some stuff away. Everybody's favorite part of the stream, RNG. Put away this dirt. And open up some of this lapis. Pick up all this junk. Alright, let's try a couple more times and then... I honestly don't know. Bitter Falling. Give me more useless enchantments. Alright, well that didn't end up being particularly useful. Did we even get anything good here aside from Aqua Affinity? Cow. There's a lot of them. Honestly, I should clean that up. Clean up all these cows running around. They are everywhere. Now that they accidentally were let out and escaped. This is the one creeper being like, yo, how about I released all of the cows? Actually, some of them accidentally wandered back in. So it's not that bad. There's just a lot of them just running around. Cow. That was a weird noise. I'm sorry, mister. Just a few of them. Gives me more experience to work with as well. But... okay, none of them managed to accidentally get into the... so I have a 15-sec stream delay. That is... alright. Alright, that was just a weird spot to be in. There's a cow in here as well. How did you manage to get here, dude? This is the weirdest spot ever to be in. Also, this is a bad spot to be in. I missed. There we go. Can always make sure and check if I am in low latency mode, which is what we want. I'm pretty sure that I am. Can manually enable stream delay. Imagine. Alright. Let's put away some of this stuff and then figure out where to go from there, because clearly the book thing didn't work. I must have a bad internet soon today. Maybe that's fine. That is very much a possibility. Because the stream do be dependent on the internet. What do we want to go do? Let's go gather some more sugar cane and then perhaps go exploring. Because I do enjoy exploring. It's like probably the most fun part of Minecraft is just going somewhere and seeing things. Right, let's put this away and we can return to that later if we want to make more books and make more enchantments in the hopes of rolling the Silk Touch one. Even if I am doubtful that will happen. Because I'm not entirely sure I'm doing it right. I sure hope I am. Sounds like the wiki tells me any good informations about how to do. Right. Never played an Elder Scrolls game. Like Skyrim. I have indeed played Skyrim. I got it at launch. Or rather, I got it on Christmas. The following Christmas after it was first released back in 2011. Because me and my brother were very interested in playing it because we thought we could play together. And did you know? You cannot play Skyrim together with each other. So I'm hearing a Zombo, but I don't see him. Oh, there you are. So I remember being... Okay. I was 12 when I first played that game. Barely knew English. It was very fun playing it because I didn't really understand what was going on because I had watched people play it before, but I found it to be extremely difficult. What were you just a little young for that game? Maybe? Just maybe? A little bit? It's fine. You know. I will admit. Maybe that's not a game a 12-year-old should be playing. Though, to be fair, I didn't quite understand entirely everything. And I'm not new to playing violent games at a young age, because my parents were like, what's that? We're supposed to not have our kids look at bad things? Nah. Whatever. So, you know, that fun times all around. But I remember finding it extremely difficult. Because I didn't know quite what I was doing. And I remember the thing I really wanted to do in that game, because I did not know what the story was. How do I follow the main story when I don't understand? All I know is that I wanted to gather enough gold to buy a horse. So I did. I earned enough money to buy myself an actual horse. And then that horse died when I got into an encounter with some bandits that were way too strong for me. So, after that, I was like, man, I spent all that money to get myself a horse. And now the horse is just gone. And then I stopped playing after that, because I was so distraught over the fact that the thing that I worked so hard for, because I didn't know what the hell I was doing, was just taken away from me, like, that easily. And then I just didn't play for years. I still have it, the original copy. And horses do be weak in Skyrim. They can climb mountains, at least. It's a very beautiful sunset across the ocean. You might be asking, where am I going? I'm just exploring. Some ocean ruins down there. It's a very pretty ocean ruins, actually. And a bunch of kelp. But didn't you load up a previous save file? Then I didn't know how it worked. Like, I did not understand at all how Skyrim actually worked, aside from, you know, seeing people do the silly things where they run around and fight dragons. So I'm like, what is a save file? And also because, like, oh god, like, the unmodded Skyrim, like, menus are awful to like, go around. Like, I would not expect a 12-year-old to understand how the intricacies of Skyrim's UI. But it is certainly a game that would be interesting to return to one day and actually play properly. I know my best friend really enjoys that game, and I've been watching them play. Alright, are we gonna hit land anytime soon, or is this just gonna be infinite ocean? Or like that other game? Wait until you hear about Morrowind. That thing is to say this in the early game. I've seen a person who knows that game very well play it, and I feel like if they didn't know and understand how the game worked, it would be a nightmare. Oh, there's an ocean temple over there. Let's just go around it. I do very well know that in that game there are some absolute nonsense. And I'm level 37. Like those weird bird things that just attack you. And what are you to do about it? I'm certainly glad that's not a game that I tried when I was younger. Jeesh, I would not understand a single thing. Frankly, I'm not sure if I would understand it nowadays. It's a weird looking island. It's a lot of birch though. Yeah, the cliff racers. I love how in just the Elder Scrolls games, there's just these random animals that are like super powered, and good luck avoiding them. Because like, you got the cliff racers in Morrowind, and then you got like the mountain cats in Oblivion that are apparently like, they're just the most destructive and strongest animals around, and they just do not stop. I can't help but find that very funny. And then in Skyrim, it's just like, I'm trying to think. I guess bears, but even then, at a certain point, you just don't care about bears anymore. This dolphin is just keeping on following us, ain't it? And I fought the dolphin. Keeping trail. Ooh, that's a savanna over there. Fun fact, cliff racer's plumes can be used as a main ingredient for a levitations potion. I mean, that makes sense. Honestly. Though I did not know that. But that is indeed a very fun fact. It is also very interesting how easily it is to make yourself, like, fly in that game. Actually, it's pretty easy to make yourself fly in any of the Elder Scrolls games if you try really hard enough. What a nice savanna. Maybe we'll find a desert next to the savanna. Because that's a biome I've not seen yet. Oh! It's not that impressive. I've seen bigger holes. Ah! Thank you for the follow there. Really, I wouldn't say it gave me any spooks, but definitely, popped right out of there. Alright. See if we can find anything. You can no longer find the Elder Scrolls games since Oblivion. I mean, you sort of can. You sort of can. It's not how you would expect to do it, and frankly, without glitching the game, I don't think you can accomplish it very easily, but it's sort of possible. If you increase your speed high enough. I've seen it happen. And it is beautiful. Though extremely deadly considering the fact that you're just immediately going to die as soon as you hit the ground. Because you're going so fast. And then in Skyrim, I mean, there's so many different ways to get launched into the air. Though they're all fatal. I didn't say you would fly and then live. Because that one is trickier. Alright. Is this the place that I've seen before? Or have I not been here before? I kind of recall seeing something pretty neat. Although I'm not— what the fuck is this? No, I've not been here before. This is some nonsense right here. Look at that though, the like the lake kind of deal here, flowing down further. Now that is a hole indeed. This is gorgeous, even though it's a little janky, I would say, but wow. It's a pretty— now that's impressive compared to the other thing we saw. Wow. I enjoy. This is a locale I would not mind revisiting later and maybe adding some kind of base to this place. Because that's just cool. That is neat. How deep does this go? Whoa. Like, keeps on going. It's crazy. Honestly, really enjoying this new generation. This new terrain generation is what I would like to call Chef's Kiss. It really makes some very beautiful things. Let me see from above what this thing looks like. If I could parkour. And then that's where the parkour stops. Yeah. Not bad. Not bad at all. Oh, hold on. You bastard, you block. I just want to get up here. There's a piggy up here. 2 of them. Sometimes I worry that the server just gets stuck because the animals are just not moving at all, and I'm like, is the server going down? No, it's just the animals behaving weird. Wow. That's pretty neat. You do really get to see some very interesting locales when you go exploring these days. Let's make our descent. Alright. Let's see what more fun things we can find. Maybe we can find some treasure. Or a biome that we haven't found before while looking, because it's always fun to have an idea of where different biomes are in case you need certain materials. Oh. That's a village. Apparently streaming just causes villages to suddenly appear. What is going on over here with these water blocks? I feel like these water blocks should be flowing. Looks like a fever dream. Yeah. Something does not feel right. Wait. There's plants planted, like there's wheat planted on path. My brain hurts. Oh, and so does the plants themselves when they realize that, hey, this is path, and they're just destroying themselves. It's as if the game is realizing that, hey, this is not right. Oh, they have a alchemy place. What do you sell? There's a kitty cat, which I still haven't gotten and returned those kitty cats. I'll work on that eventually. You guys have 2 grindstones? It's pretty crazy. By the way, what happened to your cats? So they're still sitting all the way over at that little ruins. I'll get this eventually one day. I've just been not playing off stream for a bit because I've been busy with other things. This place has like 2 blacksmiths, both with 2 grindstones each. Crazy. Ooh, saddle. That. Don't tempt me, game, with getting a donkey, because I will. But they'll return. And I'll give them all names. Here's enough for a fucked up farm. I don't like these. They make my brain hurt. Well, that was a nice little village. Pretty small. They have 2 blacksmiths for some reason. I guess their main exports is metals. Isn't that neat? Fellas. Alright. Oh, there wasn't much to this village, but it's neat. It had saddle. That's something. And fucked up looking farms. With no farmers, by the way. They have farms, but no farmers to tend to the farms. I wonder how they're going to survive. But, you know, best of luck to them. Lots and lots of farm animals in the savannah. Kinda wish they would add some more, I don't know, creatures to this game. So that you would actually see, like, you know, things you would expect on a savannah. Unlike seeing just a bunch of sheeps. Like, I think that would be neat. Like, oh. Wow. It's the most disappointing one yet. And this is just really dark for some reason. Wow. I give that hole a -2 out of 10. A crushing disappointment. Like zebras, rhinos, and stuff. Yeah. Like, I feel like that would make each biome pretty fun if they all had like unique mobs, or at the very least something. Because the savannah has like nothing. Aside from maybe some animals that I don't know if they really should be in a savannah. Which is the thing that I'm most excited about every time they're adding new stuff to this game, is when they're adding like these critters in general. Like, sure, they can add their different types of mobs that attack you and all that jazz, and I mean, that's fun in its own way, but like, just fleshing out the world with more creatures is honestly the thing that I think is the most interesting. Like, for example, us getting frogs next update. One of my least favorite biomes. And the savannah is so fucking huge too. Like, it's one of the biggest biomes in how sprawling it is, and there's just nothing in it except for acacia trees. It's the one thing that's unique about it, is the acacia trees, and most people don't even like the acacia trees because they're orange. Which, I mean, I'm gonna be honest, the shade of orange is a little, there are means to use it where it looks nice, but for the most part, it's one of those wood types that are just like, it could be better. But you know, it has its place, but it's definitely not a fan favorite. That I know very well. Here we got a very big beach. Always enjoy a nice beach. Nice turtle. Oh, there's some horses. Are there any donkeys? That's what I'm interested in. Because I have a saddle now. I can get donkey. Let me look at these horses. Got a horse with spots. We got a horse with socks. We got a lava pool because, of course, this horse does not have any interesting features. Socks. Yes. It has socks. I don't know what these white bands are called. I just call them socks. Steal his looks. These two pairs of white socks. Speaking of socks, I need to get some new socks because I've had my socks for years and they're falling apart. And it's when they start falling apart you realize that shit, I've not gotten socks in like 3 million years. They're looking dapper. Them dapper horses. He's missing a tie. Alright, well that was that savannah. It's about as exciting as any savannah. Which is to say, barely. Not at all. Alright, let's just continue crossing this ocean and see if we can find another continent with something more interesting on it. The only interesting thing in that savannah was that giant weird chasm mountain thing. Or maybe we could, there's, I guess I swam by another ocean temple somewhere. Not close enough though. Or am I just going backwards? I think I might just be going backwards, so let's just turn this way. I guess I got some kelp. What's a biome that would be interesting to find? A tundra biome would be neat. You enjoy seeing those. I know I'm technically going back the sort of the way, but if we go this direction, we should probably go somewhere that's a bit different. Let's find another continent if more exciting stuff. European. Oh, you know, there's a horses on this island. There's a beautiful scenic view of some horses. Yeah. Oh, you know. If only that was the reason why a lot of Europeans went to places. Everything would be so much more innocent. Well, we got birch, and holy fucking shit! I haven't. Oh, it's. Wait! This is a mansion, it's not. And it's open to the ocean? Like, they just have their door at the ocean. Like, this is cool that a generator right next to the water, but this is a little nuts. Do I dare tread? I have nothing on me. I have shit all for equipment, but I found a mansion. I just want to take a peek. I've never actually been in one of these before. This is the first time I actually ever explored it. They like swimming. They just happen to have like a back door. Save the coordinates, don't worry. I will. Let me F2 this shit. Can I tell you? I'm a white Mexican. I can't actually get up here, I don't think. Oh, too dangerous. Shh. Shh. It's just so spooky. Oh! Oh, there's a skeleton in here. Why am I scared of a skeleton? Case to be continued, your theme. Oh god, it's raining. Now it got even spookier. I just wanna see. At least you have diamond sword. I do have a diamond sword. This is cool. I'm surprised I haven't seen any dudes yet. There's an Enderman in here. I guess the Enderman was just like, ah, it's raining outside. I need to go inside of this giant cozy house. I'm surprised there's no dudes. Dude, this is definitely a place to come back to when I have stuff. And generating right next to the water is so fucking cool, though. Like, just this? Just the view of this is awesome. It's so cool. God. I love things like that in this video game. It's neat. So that's something to explore, with me and my pals later, because, meanwhile, I'm not a scaredy cat. I do know my limits. Talk about luck. Yeah. Those are pretty rare to find. The mansions. Also looks like a pretty decently sized mansion, too. Do enjoy that. That was good. That is definitely a highlight of this stream. Hello, turtles. Oh? Oh? Is that a broken nether portal I see? Let's have a look-see at this thing. We got any fun things in here? Silk Touch Golden Hoe. Wow. That's so useful. Why is that even a thing? Free loot right there. If only it was a Silk Touch pickaxe. That would be cooler. Golden Hoe. Lol. I appreciate you, Automod, but hoe is fine. It's just... Alright. Well, that was something. Is there a golden block? There's usually a gold block around these. Somewhere. Lol. Silk Touch Golden Hoe. Oh, I needed to... It differentiates between hoe with lowercase and hoe with uppercase. That's dumb. Because I don't see no gold around here. Let me sleep out in the rain. My most prized possession. The Silk Touch Golden Hoe. Also, the water is just going... Oh. It went crazy over there. And then stopped. Sleeps near lava block. But you know, it's cozy. Warm. You really want to live dangerously. Indeed. Live life on the lava edge. Hmm? What is this? Oh, it's a ship. I was very confused for a second. I think I found a shipwreck. It's full of sand. It's just sand. There's a chest somewhere in here. I do have this efficiency too. Shovel. Where is the chest? Oh. 1. Found the mansion. 2. Slept near the lava block. Yes, also... Wow. Really goes to show that the gold just sucks. Where is the chest? We want loot. Let me back up here. This door is very convenient. Aha! Smirks. Bird meat. We're plundering for treasure. Give me chest. Where's this darn thing? Ah! There it is. Oh, there's so many poisonous potatoes in this thing. Who needs this many poisonous potatoes? Sincerely. Nobody in their right mind would need this many. You can stack them? Yes, you can. You have to stack them manually. Ireland moment. Oh no. It's the potato famine. Are moss blocks useful or used furnace fuel? Moss blocks are pretty, and you can make more moss blocks with the power of moss blocks. So I'm gonna take these. I'm just gonna take all these poisonous potatoes because it's funny. Use it to prank someone. It's like, here you go. Potato. Well, that was, certainly something. Apparently, you can, like, just make moss go over, upper blocks. Very easily. Because the moss just replaces upper blocks of itself. I do wonder, though. Can I be theoretically used to, like, destroy bedrock? Probably not. But it can be used to destroy other very hard materials with little effort. I should take these off of the hotbar so I don't accidentally eat the poisonous potato. And there's a dolphin. This island is nothing. Hello there, dolphin. Dolphin. Fun facts about dolphins in this game. Their noises are actually dolphin noises in real life. Because one of the sound designers on the team decided to go to one of, I think Sweden's biggest zoo, and recorded dolphin sounds from the dolphins that they have on exhibit. Where now, Captain? Preferably somewhere there isn't ocean. But I think that's neat. It's just like, we need dolphin noises. How about we record dolphin noises? I've actually seen those dolphins. Those specific dolphins that they recorded the sounds off of because I went to that zoo. Oh my gosh, a long time ago. Back when I was like 15 or something. It is an amazing zoo, honestly. Dude, made my legs hurt. Because it's so fucking big and you have to walk around the whole place. There's an ocean temple over there. We also got to see one of my favorite animals, the palace cat. Which, if you don't know what a palace cat is, it is an amazing creature. This dolphin is still following, and still there's nothing on this the ocean aside from water. Which, who would have thunk it? There would be water in an ocean. Any day now, there could be something more. Pacific moment. Yep. What's that? You want more ocean for your ocean? Here you go. Is that a temple? Or is that just ruins? Okay, that's a temple. There are so many of these darn temples everywhere. It is ridiculous. There's just... Is that just a wood block? This is content right here. Is this a ship? Let's take a momentary landing. This is indeed a ship. Alright. Let's explore this ship. There should be a door somewhere. Unless this place didn't generate with a door. Okay, I'm not... Hope there wasn't drowned zombies. I don't see any at the moment. Oh. There's a guardian, though, that's trying to shoot something. Wait, what? There's a guardian right here trying to shoot me? Where? I don't see you, bud. Where? I don't see it. Where's this bastard at? Strange. Let's go down here. Go down here. No doors, which is a shame. That would have made this a little easier. Maybe there's a door further down? There's just a guardian still here. Unless it's trying to shoot the dolphin, in which case that's very mighty rude. Okay, there's a door here. It's good. We can just steal this door for the upstairs. Books! Do not mind if I do. And the buried treasure map. I do have enough for buried treasure map. Shouldn't you make a door before submerging? I sadly do not have the materials, but I do have this door that is just hanging out down here. What are these? There's leather tunics. I could just put one of these on. There. Is the treasure map different from the other treasure map? This treasure map looks like this. And this treasure map looks like this. Okay, they're different. I will be keeping this one. Imagine actually getting treasure maps that are different from one another. Ain't that a concept? Alright. Whee! I slept on this door. Yay for doors. Ooh. Not bad. I'll take these. It's pretty decent loot all in all. Nothing too shabby there. And then we have the ocean doing its fun thing. It's a party under the ocean. Then we have this island. Not much going on in here. But we can take a stop here and sleep for the night, so we don't have to worry about monsters, even though there's not really much monsters on the ocean. I really need to see if I can figure something out with that water. Because it's a little funky. Hey, come back. I noticed the shader's doing that. It's getting late. Indeed. Oh, hey! Got enough for broken thing. Ain't that something? Let's see if this one is better than the other one. But I realized I don't have space for my boat. So... Oh. Goodbye, kelp. You won't be missed. Alright, what do we got here? This one has a golden block up top. Does it have chest? I don't need the chest to be on fire. Sharpness, mending, blast protection. I don't have any leggings. I'll take these. Even if gold sucks. I could combine the mending hoe with the silk touch hoe. And make the ultimate. Honestly, I don't know why I would want to do that. This is kind of trash. I'm gonna be honest. The gold block, though, is very interesting. The problem is getting up there. Huh. I found my solution. Unless I'm... Of course. There we go. Maybe you should go back home. You're carrying too much stuff. I am, having... Ah, jeez! Oh. That was a bad jump. I do have a lot of stuff on me. So it would probably be good to go and deposit this stuff. Okay, can we maybe make that jump a bit less? There we go. I should throw out the poisonous potatoes, but no. I want the gold block. There. Sheesh. Let me eat these apples. And then throw them out. Goodbye, apples. No, not you. There we go. Yeah, maybe it is a good time to return back to base. If only we had shulker boxes. Then we could explore more. I don't want to just have a quick look around this area. See if there's anything that I will miss if I leave. Oh no! The turtle down here is stuck. Both of the turtles. There's a lot of turtles down here. What are you guys doing? Okay, they can sort of swim in the stream. Maybe they want to be down here. Cave turtles. Very strange little guys. You see something new every day. That's a weird creek. Yeah, this is just a lot of water. Alright, well those turtles seem to be doing fine. So I'm not gonna interrupt their business. If they want to be down there, then they can. Let's see, we have a forest over here from the looks of it. And, ooh. It looks nice. There's just like a ordinary forest in this direction, which is also exciting. Alright, I think this is a good time to head on back. Except, let me just double check. There might be donkeys here. Which the donkey we could actually reasonably bring back home. Because a lot of this is ocean travel. It's just horses. No donkeys. I'm just gonna look around a little bit more, because this is a field. And fields generate horses and sometimes donkeys instead of horses. Looks like this place mostly has horses, which is a bit of a shame. You're not a donkey, nor a horse. Ah. Pig. Alright, I'm holding carrots, that's why you guys are running up to me. You silly beans. Not far from home. Not too bad. Actually, if you just go in one direction. Though, from the looks of it, no donkeys. So I'd have to better question, where is home? Home is, let's see here, it's minus 434. And then minus 40 something. So not terribly far away. It's definitely way closer than the mountain base is. And definitely a much closer distance than that one time we went and got those cats, and those cats were just so far away. I'm gonna double check the rest of these planes before we go home and deposit loot. There's some sheep. Sadly, you cannot use the saddle on a sheep. More horses. Lots and lots of horses and cows. I mean, these are not bad horses by any means. Out of the horses that I've seen before. Beep! Pumpkins. Horses. Horses next to a giant hole. There's a horse in the hole. Can't even carry anything more. If I first some stuff out, I'm mostly checking if there's donkeys. But from the looks of it, there are no donkeys on neither that plane or this plane. Which is a shame. Otherwise, exploring for treasure will be kind of pointless. Yes. Alright. Confirmed. This place is devoid of donkeys. I will be returning back. With the power of fast travel. Now. Don't worry, keep inventories on. That's why I'm saying fast travel. Oh. Fish! These cods? They are cods. Alright, we'll be back in any moment. Here we go. The fuck? Okay, that was weird. That was real weird. Didn't enjoy that very much. Spooky is what it is. When it doesn't know quite where to respawn. Fast travel! It's certainly fast travel. Oh. Faster than normal travel. Alright, let's put these things away. Puts the poisonous potato amongst the food. Even though people have already done that. I guess they're sort of food because you can technically eat them, but I would not actually put them in a food chest unless I was out to mess with someone. Let's travel to the afterlife. Yep. It works! Well, we have a saddle now, which is something I'm gonna carry with me in case I encounter interesting creatures. I don't want to have this fucking stupid silk touch hoe, but I want to kind of keep it as also because it's dumb. It just works. Indeed. Alright. Should I even have these buried treasure maps with me, considering I'm not probably gonna go out of my way to actually pick up the treasure? Even though I could, but the question is more, would I? I'm probably not gonna remember that I have them, for the most part. What do we got in here, anyways? I'm breaking. Wooden pickaxes for some reason. Silk-touched golden shovel! Of course. I mean, it's what it is. Do we have any bows? We have lots and lots of arrows, but we have 0 bows. A bit of a shame, that. Could make myself a bow and just Take all these arrows. I don't know, I don't feel like a thief today. Maybe I could go continue exploring some, though in a different direction this time. Alright, so we went last time. Spider hunting time it is. To get string! Also, more and more cows have just accidentally wandered into the pen, so now you can barely notice that anything even happened here before. Which is good. I mean, I'm sure we'll find a couple of spooters. To get string. Alright, and before we went in negative this way and positive this way. So if we go opposite, it would be positive, negative. Sure, why not? Let's go the opposite direction which we went before and see if we can maybe find something else. Like more treasure. Because for some reason that's just what I have on my mind today. It's treasure. Do you know where treasure is? No. And we have a really tall mushroom. I don't know why this mushroom is this tall. Like, I'm pretty certain mushrooms normally don't grow that tall. I mean, here's the gorge that I've explored quite some streams ago. Very fun gorge. Give it a solid, like an 8.5 out of 10. That was a long pause. Indeed. Tall guys with bowl haircuts. Mushrooms. Yeah. Oh, it's a haha funny number. I'll never know. Now we're walking away from the funny number. Well, I can just nudge in this direction and get it back. This is a big dark forest. And here's a... I'll be honest, this ravine looks pretty nasty. It's not a good ravine. Oh no, the forest is on fire. I wonder why. Funny number, you mean 25? No, not quite. It's a certain 4, and a 2, and a 0. Wonder... So what's the axis? It's one of the axes, which is not Y. Oh. There it is. This exact block is the funny number. SpongeBob reference. Ah! I'll be honest, which might come as a shocker. I did not watch a lot of SpongeBob as a kid. Or actually, I did. I just did not remember most of it. And also, it was in Swedish, so... converting things from one thing to the other is just like, what? My brain don't remember. Although Swedish SpongeBob is annoying as fuck. Which, I mean, that's sort of the point with his character, that he's a bit annoying. But like, it was just... his Swedish voice is insufferable. There's a big old plains! Maybe there's some donkeys here. Oh, D from THE, funny number. Forest fire. forest fires in this game mostly occur from lava pools. And sometimes when people set the forest on fire just for fun, which I haven't seen it happen yet. Let's see these creatures over here. I saw a horse. A lot of white horses. No donkeys, though. Enough for hole. Is this one anything of worth? If you like copper, I guess. Yeah. It's a hole for the copper fans. I do enjoy me some copper. I don't know, this area sort of reminds of last stream. It sort of does. A little bit, but especially because, like, there's a lot of fields. Is there anybody else in this server? Yes, there are. It's just that I happen to play at the hours in which everyone else are always busy. The infamous just give up. And it's another village. Like, there are, let's see, there's 3 other people to play on this server. One of them is currently at work. The other one is currently in school. And the other one is, probably also at work at this point. Because I'm the only Swedish one in this server, which means that it's all mine when they are currently at work. I'm alive. Welcome. We found another village. Who are you? Shepherd. What are you? Librarian. Ah. Efficiency. Why can't it be Silk Touch? Another shepherd. Get out of the way, I want to look at all of your trades. What is Smash-chu doing? I am looking at these villagers and see if they have anything of worth. But there's a librarian and they sell efficiency books. If only it was Silk Touch books. Yay, bread. I'll take the bread. You can keep the apples. Enough for Smith. Ooh, good Smith. I'll take this. He's doing some casual little bit of stealing. They don't mind. Kitty! I don't have fish for you, but this kitty! How to not interact with cats. How little child me would interact with cats. Just run up to them. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What's this the line? Stealing? No way. Running after cats? Nah, bud. It's the worst crime you can ever commit. What do you mean? Little child me would run after cats because I wanted to pet them. But here's the thing. Cats usually don't like when you run after them. Why mine when you can get diamonds in villages? Yeah. But like, cats don't like it when you literally run up to them. Most of the time. Especially if it's a cat that isn't even your cat. Like, you see a cat outside, and he's like, "Oh, kitty!" And you just run up to it. It's probably going to run away. Which is what happened pretty much every single time I tried to interact with a cat when I was, like, really young. Then I had to learn that if you want to interact with animals, you don't run up to them as if you're just going to tackle them. You have to be patient. Finding a lot of these ruin portals today. Ever since learning patience and letting the animal come to you, it's been a much easier process. Mending, Curse of Vanishing, mending. I'll take the obsidian and the gold, but all the other stuff here is just kind of trash. Ooh, sunflowers! Same with people. Yeah. You can apply a lot of things to people as well. I'll be taking some of these sunflowers. I love them. Look at them, there's so many of them. You don't run up to them trying to pet them. No. You don't. And feed people. It's a good amount. I don't want to accidentally ruin. Oh my goodness, there's so many of them. Oh my goodness, there's just so many sunflowers on this field. Let me guess, this is a sunflower field? Oh, jeez. You're doing alright there over there, sheep. You wanna be careful. Yeah. One should not run up to people. One should not run up to animals. It's almost as if running up to things, makes them scared. Mr. Demi and a friend managed to completely clear out our underwater temple in our multiplayer server with the intent of turning it into an underwater base, but guardians infinitely spawn based on location no matter what. You did in the temple. I can't stand having a base where there's whooshing noises around us 24/7. Yeah. Oh, you know. Those little guys trying to shoot them lasers. Yeah, I don't know if there's a way to have them stop. To get rid of them entirely, aside from, you know, clearing out the water around the temple as well. Which isn't ideal if you want to have like a cool underwater base thing in one of those. I'm not good at feeding new people. Maybe I'll try hand feed them next time. Just get yourself a bag of like seeds and sit on a bench, toss a few out and see what happens. Wiki says that their spawn location is determined based on map generation, so even if you destroy every single temple block, they still spawn. That is annoying. And unfortunate. You'd think they could make like an item that just makes them not spawn. Like, I don't know, give like a secret thing to the conduit. So like, you could place that in a conduit and then it just prevents their spawn. Considering that the conduit is sort of linked in general to the kind of ocean temple thing, because most people use it to dig it out. Apparently they like to circle around conduits despite damaging them. I mean, a lot of entities in this game are not very bright. They're like, owie, this thing hurt? And then they just keep on doing it. Yeah, I don't know. There's little things that I think would be neat if they kind of give you the option to. So guardians are like moths. Yes. They're like dangerous fishy moths. Because I think I'm going backwards. Like I'm circling. Wait. No, this is the direction we want to go in. What? What are these? Are these sweetberry bushes? Wait. This is a plant. These are sweetberry bushes. My brain is breaking. Aren't these supposed to only spawn in like tundras and taigas? Imagine if you just need to hand feed your crush to gain their trust. It quite something. It'll be like the days of old, when you would break bread with each other. Though to be fair, sharing stuff with another person is it is something special. I'm not sure about hand feeding, but I will be your friend if you just give me a bushel of honey crisp apples. Delicious, delicious apples. The heart to many people. The key to many people's hearts. Their favorite foods. Someone who lives in a location that is well known for its apple production. I fucking love apples. Apples are very good. Oh wait, if you hand feed, you know what happens in Minecraft. Well, nothing will happen if there's no other counterpart. Of course. Luckily, we don't live in Minecraft. Go multiplying. Minecraft entities really are a lot like single-cell creatures where they just multiply. Aren't they? They just make little clones of themselves. Automod would snipe me if I go on. Yep. Minecraft breeding is so funny because it's like kiss, suddenly baby. Yep. I mean, it's a lot better than going a more realistic route. Which, thank goodness for that, honestly. Just like how in Suit Tycoon, it is very highly unrealistic because they just kind of chill with each other. They just like lay down and vibe, and then suddenly baby. And a pretty lady can offer you a handful of seeds. There's basically just birds. I also want to take a moment to acknowledge my friend talking about increasing the size of the village next to their house and mentioning my villagers won't breed. Oh, you know. That whole thing. Villager breeding is fucking weird. As in, the fact that that's a thing that people... There are people that set up like fucking farms for that, and it's like, what? No. It's awful. My top 10 sentences to sound awful out of context. Also, this is a mountain. These gather together to boom baby. Sometimes they throw bread at each other. Like some sort of rare chance ritual. Yeah. Did you know? You can tell when two villagers really like each other when they start throwing bread at each other. Because that's apparently something they do, and sometimes they throw bread at their children as well. I think the conditions for breeding is 1. Both villagers have enough food, and 2. There's 1 bed for each villager, plus a bed for the resulting child. Something like that. I honestly have not looked into it, because that's never been something that I've been, been doing myself. This mountain is big. I'm not even sure it's a mountain, it might just be a big hill. The child has to go independent right after birth. That sounds brutal. Yeah. So it's a harsh world out there for these villagers. Though to be fair, villagers make for awful parents. As does most Mobs in this game. I would not say that they are very responsible with their children, or frankly with themselves either. The child does get to jump and bounce on beds, which is kind of cute. Yeah, you see them do that a lot where they just jump around on the beds. Which is indeed pretty neat that they've added a little interaction with that. Alright, let's climb a little bit and get over this mountain that's clearly in our path. Although, I'm not sure if this is a mountain or if this is just a, like, extreme hills. Because, you know, that's a... just a regular forest. I doubt that this is a regular forest. Fox! What are you holding? What is that? I can't tell. Oh, there's a doggo. Hello there, dog. Oh, the fox is scared of the dog. Makes sense. Nobody Minecraft animals after they're given food. Shrinks. Yeah. Sweet berries. Alright. This is like a weird taiga up here. We don't want to be going into negatives, we want to go into positives. Ow. We're going into the positives this year, although still I'm going into the negatives. Is this just the direction of... negative? This is negative, negative. Sure, we could go this way. We climbed all this way up. Someone who uses default shaders for After Find. It feels so weird seeing the game in high-res graphics. Yeah. That was my experience with seeing the shaders for the first time. When my friend showed them to me, and I was like, whoa, this doesn't look like Minecraft. This feels weird. And then eventually I grew very attached to them, because I'm like, pretty. Fox. Lots of foxes. Wow. Hello, little guy. Sorry, these guys make very funny noises. Stop it! You're making my echolalia go off. You forgot your own advice. Yeah. Which is, you know what? That happens very, very often, actually. I'm an avid person of, giving myself advice or giving somebody else advice and then proceeding not to follow any of it. So this is an interesting little, situation we got here. What do we got down here? Is this just, is this the lush caves? Just hanging out? Let's give this a little peeky. A smoothie. What you got there? A smoothie. Are there axolotls? That's mostly what I'm interested in these days with these caves. Let's just check if there's any up here and then I'm gonna head back out. Alright. Sailor bushes are so pretty. That they are. Love these little bushes. It just keeps going on there. Amazing things. Did you also know that mobs, like zombies and whatnot, have a hard time understanding how these things work, so they don't jump up on top of them. They walk around them, so you can technically use those as, like, some kind of weird-ass defense thing. It gets. Yeah. I mean, I did in the Pinata texture pack that I should update for this version as well. It has the axolotls be nude cats, because it's just obvious. But yes, also this is gorgeous. What a beautiful view. And also, my mom and dad riff on how this game is like blocky and pixely and looks bad, even though they grew up with blocky pixely games themselves. So I mean, I find that hypocritical, but this game can be very, very pretty. I will say. Is village. Is cabin village. We're just finding all the villages today. Collect them all. It's absolutely fascinating with how far procedural content generation has come. Indeed. This game uses it very, very well. With its terrain generation and whatnot. And with how just robust this has become. Your parents grew up with video games? They did. They both enjoyed video games. From home huntings to ships to villages. Yep. The fact that you can have an entire world with different features, layouts, all in a single click is amazing. It is! It is an impressive feat. Yeah. Purple beds. Some fancy folk. Oh. 2 of them. Also, Whirlwind can be modded with data packs. That it indeed can. You can affect it in all kinds of ways. The settings are confusing as hell and gives me a headache, but you can turn the world into whatever you want. Yes. You can do a lot with the world, Jen. Just need an entire overworld to be inside a cave. Oh yeah. Oh, hi there. What do you got? Nothing? Right. Now this is a precarious situation. Are you referring bread at your child? Stop pushing me out of your house! I understand that you don't want me in your house, but come on. How dare they be rude to me when I take their things. It's really fascinating how far we've come with all them things. There's so much you can do with the generations these days. Okay, armor. It's awfully specific. Magic. How do you bundle all the items in a chest in your hand? You double click the item. Like, you just double click it when you pick it up and it will bundle them all up together into one stack. If there's multiple of them, just kind of scattered about. It's very handy. If there's just, like, a random assortment of, like, the things scattered in the chest. Like this. You pick it up and then you kind of double click. I think Minecraft should have added the spears before swords. You don't go hunting with a longsword in real life. I mean, yeah. They could have added some more items. What is this house? Huh. Spears would be neat, even if I'm not sure how exactly they would work. Kinda like tridents, maybe? I agree that Minecraft needs more diversity in terms of weapons and food effects. Well, you have wooden axe first. Actually, make the wooden pickaxe first. I mean, technically the wooden axe is a weapon now. Even if nobody ever actually uses the axes as weapons. for the most part, because everyone's just like, sword. But axes are a very viable weapon as well. I think it'd be nice for each food item. Especially ones without much present use gives a small buffer after eating them. Yeah. Or like, at the very least, giving you some purpose to having different food items, aside from just stocking up on the one that fills your hunger bar the most. Woo! Hey! That's what we're looking for. Wish you can throw axe. Same mechanics of how you use bow and arrows. That would be cool. Cookies and cakes are legit useless, if I remember correctly. The only good thing about cookies is that you can stack them. And have a lot of them. Meanwhile, cake is nice for decoration. You can stack my case. I think spears, pikes, and laces are underrated video games in overall. Need more spears. No food poisoning after stepping on the case. Cakes. Is this ice flows? Fresh ocean. It's pretty good. Fruitcake is bad enough, but fruit cake? Horrible. I mean, there's no spears in games like Skyrim. Yeah, Skyrim has like a surprising little amount of weapons. Oh, hey bud. Hi pal. Hi polar bear. You just vibing? Or are you unhappy with me? I can't tell. Yeah, I don't know why Skyrim doesn't... Skyrim has like... It has... like one-handed axes, two-handed axes, one-handed maces, and then hammers, and then sword. And then... Oh, there's a guy with a trident. Get out of here! Then there's like... staffs, and that's the extent of your weapons aside from like... I don't know. Bow and arrow. There are so many polar bears here. Oh, they have a little baby. I don't know. I think spears are neat. There's a lot of neat weapons that just never get any love in them video games. Same thing in Minecraft. Encountering a polar bear would be terrifying in real life. Yes, it would. It's scary. Sword hammer, these daggers, death board, those are the only weapon types. Pretty much. Just be careful. These guys have babies, and they are aggressive if they have babies. No way, they didn't just come at you the instant they see you. The trick is to not be near the polar bears that have babies. Because the polar bears with babies, they just maul you. The polar bears without babies don't give a shit unless you hit them. Can't look at polar bears in Minecraft without thinking, oh my god, they changed the dogs in Minecraft? Player name was slain by polar bear. Yeah, that post is... Actually, probably the most important weapon during the 16th and 17th centuries. Pikes. Dude, like, trying to remember, because there's like, you got your longs, which is your spears, your pikes, your halberds, your lances. There's enough for one, but I forget what. There's more. The ultimate social distancing weapon. You always make sure you stay 6 feet apart. With a 6-foot long stick. With a pointy bit on the end. Except halberds have less pointy things on the end and more so, like... Instead, we have a spear But we attach axe to end of spear. A genius! So this is a pretty biome. And also a biome I will remember for later, because this is good for ice. Not good for loot, though. Alright, let's keep on going. Let's keep exploring. I'm actually trying to think of games that have spears that aren't just, you know, the games you would sort of expect them in. This boat's just full of water. Yeah, but it's a beautiful visual glitch that is because of the shader. There's not supposed to be water here, but I'm currently enjoying some water in my boat. Whilst going for about Valheim spears. It's the first main weapon you receive. Oh, yeah. It's just a water supply to live longer in the ocean. Yeah. Why get like a thing full of water when you can just fill your boat with water? Valheim does indeed have spears. Breath of the Wild has spears. There's some strategy games where I know some of the units have spears. It's about right. The only thing I can think of is Mountain Blade and Kingdom Come Deliverance. There's a unit in Heroes of Might and Magic 3 that has spears. Aka, it's the pikeman. And then there's the upgraded pikeman, which has a halberd. And even GCD spears are kinda bugged. Spear. There's not a whole lot of games with spears, are there? Anybody want to bet what we're gonna see next? Once we actually find land? I'm betting. The birch forest. It's probably going to be a birch forest, or a forest of some kind, because they're everywhere. Oh. Well, this is the boat we saw earlier. A litter with fireworks makes ocean travel ridiculously fast, but if you outpace the stunt generation, then it's confusing. Indeed. Dastardly, dastardly ocean temples. Wouldn't be funny for getting out of bounds. I wonder if you can get out of bounds in Minecraft. I mean, you sort of can, but it usually tries to snap you back. In case you can't put your spares back on your inventory, you have to throw them away and then equip them always. That's funky. Wow, the shocker! It's a fucking birch forest. Well, it's a forest at least, with a lot of birch. Never got the chance to try the elytra. I tried the elytra and failed miserably because I'm bad with using it. Some ocean temples have a part of them that has 8 blocks of gold. We can only access it by killing all the Elder Guardians. Yep, it's like a treasure room. And there's also sponges. Alright, let's go on land for a bit. I'm kinda done with water. Sponges make underwater construction so much easier. Yep. Did you know? Here's a fun fact that I've learned very recently. You know how you have wet sponges? If you put them, if you dry them out in a furnace, and while it's, like, working on being dried out in the furnace, and you replace the fuel with a bucket, the bucket will be filled with water when the sponge is dried out. Birch forest is still way better than savanna. Yeah, it is. It is, indeed. Just kind of a sad thing to say. It's like, oh yeah, the most basic-ass thing is better than savanna. Oh, I did not know that. Well, here, that was a fun fact for you today. Like, I don't know what the purpose of doing that is, but you can do it. Just quick swap an empty bucket in. Yep, in the same slot with the fuel. And once it's done drying out, you get a bucket full of water. I wonder if sponges absorb lava. I have no idea if they do. I'm not sure if people have tried doing that. Imagine bringing those to the nether. Trying out the lava oceans. It's getting dark. Let me take out my fancy white bed. Time to launch Minecraft Seed myself. Yeesh. It is such a pointless thing that you can do, but it's like, why? I guess you get water. Sheeps. I feel like there's some sense of deja vu again here. Maybe it's because of the sunflowers. Maybe it's because I'm actually slightly going in similar places that I've been before. But this is neat. These giant chasms. Although, it kind of hurts my brain a little bit. I don't know what the feeling is, but it makes my brain feel weird. Alright, let's get out of the boat. How long have I been streaming for today? Already 2 hours. Jeesh. Time flies. Don't it? Another village. Unless it's the same village as we've seen before, which I don't think so. I don't recall it being on an angle. Maybe I'll go watch your Stick Issues Grand Epic on YouTube after this stream. Are you talking about Bank's Quest? Also, this is a village we've not been to yet. That video is ancient. And by ancient, I mean it's a very silly video we had to do for an assignment back in high school. It is very silly and also something we did in Swedish class, but we decided to make it English because we thought it was funnier that way. And the teacher was just like, you know what? I'll allow it. Which is very appreciated. Alright, have we got anything interesting in here? recommended to me after seeing your iceberg video. Kinda surprising that's the video it would recommend to you after considering it's not even recent. It barely has anything to do with what I currently do on my YouTube channel these days. Although maybe one day I'll make more skits. Just for the fun of it all. I do want to edit together some more highlights though. Because people enjoy looking at them stream highlights. And I enjoy putting them together sometimes. It's just I need the time to do it. So this is a wealthy village. Like a village with a decent amount of supplies, so the layout is nonsense. Alright, let's check out this. Is this a second smith? Aw. More diamonds! Who needs to go mine diamonds? Who would ever need to do it when you just do this instead? You guys got plenty of them resources. Alright, let's have a look around and see if there's any other interesting things around here. Lest I am going to wrap it up. Because I've not been keeping an eye on the time and I'm starting to feel that that mining fatigue. Eh? No. I swear you've been here before. Same! I thought it was the thing where I went to this before, but apparently not. I've never been to this village. B. It feels very similar to the other village that we were to. It's, wow, holy moly, what the hell? Look at this nonsense. Once more. Now this is a hole. For a game built entirely out of blocks, the bees have a wonderful shape. They do. Maybe the chunk seed wrapped around. I don't know. Double village. No, that's a hole. Indeed. Like when you go to the edge, you go back to the upper edge. Maybe. Oh, I see a crepper. Oh, this is despawn. Poor crepper. It was allowed to exist and then it was denied existence. I miss the Minecraft Farlands. I mean, this is pretty close. I never actually got to see the Farlands in person, but they were certainly new. Nice glitch in the game. Gotta love when the generation just completely messes up. It's just like you're not supposed to be here. Alright, let me check around here, see if there's any donkeys. If not, I'm just gonna wrap it up around here. Starting to get tired. Fast travel back home. Temptation. Indeed. Are there donkeys? If not, then I will proceed fast travel. You got one more chance. Show me some donkeys. The only mount that I would want, aside from a skeleton horse, which... Skeleton horses are bullshit. What time is over there? It is currently 10 past 4 p.m. You almost jump into the tempo of the music, but not quite. I mean, that's just kind of what naturally happens, isn't it? It's something that happens when I do stuff at home and I'm just listening to music and I suddenly find myself, oh, you're just doing things to the tempo of the music, not my tempo. Alright. I'm not really seeing any creatures. Though to be fair, this is a bloody savannah. Would there be donkeys on a savannah? Probably. But, yeah. There's only one reason why I won't want a skeleton horse. Aside from it being cool. The sun has not yet risen over here. Time zones, am I right? It's crazy how over here it's like super dark out. Because it's winter time and it just becomes so dark at 4 p.m. And in another place in the world, the sun has not yet risen, and in another place, currently like noon or some shit. Also, this is definitely a thing we've seen before. My brain goes, yes, I've seen this before. This is not deja vu. Alright. Let's go back, deposit the things, and call it a day. The game has had ample chances of giving me a donkey, and it's proceeded to not give me a single one. Which is mighty rude. Winter's something I'll never see in real life. There are some places where winter just isn't like a thing. Which is also very strange. I don't know. It's just interesting how different the places of the world can be, and how in some places you'll never get winter, and in some places it's winter all around. Ain't it a beautiful world? You're drowning. I am. It's thanks to fast travel, also wow, it's gonna take a bit before I actually do the thing. Oh, there we go. This is fast travel. Oh no, falling through the world. Yep. I'll be honest, I'm incredibly used to that happening. That particular thing. I'm just like, at this point, I'm just like, oh. Of course. That's how it works. The many times I've seen that happen because of bad connection, it is staggering at this point. Only seen snow once in my life. I was 15 years old at the time. Wow. I've seen snow so many times. That's because it's just common over here. I mean, there's currently snow outside over here at the present moment because it decidedly snowed last time. Or last night, rather. Which is funky. Because I didn't expect it to. But it did. Now there's snow everywhere. Alright. Is there anything else? Let's check our cow situation. Okay. I'm sure nobody will notice that something happened with the cows. Sounds really awesome. Snow is nice. Except if you need to go outside and do stuff. That doesn't involve actually doing things with the snow. But generally it's nice. It's very pretty. That's for sure. Alright. Well, I'm gonna call it today because I'm starting to get a bit lightheaded. But it's been a pretty fun, sort of eventful stream. I mean, we went around and got a bunch of stuff. Saw some things, saw some interesting biomes to save for later, like the mansion. And, whatchamacallit, the ice flows. And even a somewhat desertic area. But no worries, I'm just lightheaded because I haven't had food since breakfast. So my body's just like, go eat, you fool. I'm like, sure, fine. I will. After I wrap up the stream. But, yeah. It's been pretty fun. I've enjoyed exploring, seeing them things, seeing them sights, saving the important ones for later. And I'm gonna take take my leave here. Oh, no worries. No worries. It's all good. But I'm gonna go do some other things, but I've enjoyed streaming for y'all, and I hope you peoples have had fun. Had a lot of fun chatting as Willie's been walking around. Pretty PogSham stream. That's good. And I will see you peoples either on next Tuesday, if you want to watch the Viva Pinatas, or next Thursday with maybe some more Minecraft. I might do some drawing, depending on my mood, because I've kind of been wanting to draw. I just need to figure out what stuff I could reasonably draw on stream. Go ARF before you end stream. I mean, I can make a pretty good dog impression. I don't know if the microphone would appreciate it though, but... Oh, he just spawned in. That's neat. Alright. Let me try a dog. Let me try a dog. I do love me some animal impressions. Oh, that was very loud. I'm sorry. It was really loud. I just saw the thing spike. Oh god. I put too much effort into it. Alright. Anyways. Oh god. I'm gonna go now before I lose my mind here. That was frighteningly scary, my god. I have confused the dogs before with that. You're really a dog. No, well, maybe. Who knows? Maybe I am secretly the dog with a blog. Anyways, I'm gonna go now. And I'll see you next time. Thank you for today. And I hope you have a good day, night, evening, whatever time it is. Morning as well. And I will see you next time. I don't know what to... See ya.